Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be testing the nanoFlowcell QUANT FE in multiplayer. Now, this car has gained a reputation for being extremely bad, but it's actually not as terrible as some people might think. My rank is 1678, and my tuning is 0504, with pro kits being 5455. My elite tuning is 0808, so all on top speed and nitro. So now for our first race, which is on Area 51. Now you will see that the nanoFlowcell starts up quite quickly, even with 0 acceleration upgrades, nearly as quickly as the Max Pro'd Vulcan F7. So this car can reach a speed of 290 miles per hour at this rank, which is faster than the Vulcan F7. As you can see, I'm slowly catching up to him, and it's also faster than the MP48 by a good 12 or so miles per hour. So it is faster than all B-class cars, which is good because you may see some Max Pro'd ones of those in multiplayer, and you should be able to beat all of them. Now, this car is slightly slower than an MP425 at this rank by 5 to 10 miles per hour, but that's still not bad. That one right ahead of me is the MP425, and he's not getting super far ahead. Now, as you can see around these corners, this car's drifting is extremely bad. You may not be able to see it all that well here, but its drifting radius is one of the worst in the game, made even worse by no handling upgrades. So if you buy this car, keep in mind of that bad trait of it, because other than that, it's quite a decent car in my opinion, not nearly as bad as some people make it out to be. So, that car that beat us was the MP425, slightly higher, and we beat a Max Pro'd Vulcan F7 and 2 Max Pro'd McLaren P1s, which are not good cars for multiplayer. So now for our second race, which is against a Vulcan. Now, as you can see here, this car speeds up faster than the Lamborghini and just as fast as the Vulcan, maybe even slightly faster. However, the Vulcan at this rank can go at least 15 miles per hour faster than this car. But you are still faster at this rank than pretty much any of the non-overpowered cars at this rank. But you will struggle against MP425s because they are faster than this car, accelerate faster, and drift better, and even more struggle against the Vulcans and Hommages. Now here I started drifting very early so I could actually make this corner without going into the wall. Around there I was drifting to this car's full potential. Yeah, that's how bad it was. Now that Aventador I knocked down at the beginning was a nearly Max Pro'd Aventador SV. And I'm actually surprised he hasn't caught up yet because that's a very fast car. But around here, because of this car's extremely terrible drifting and because I slowed down so much while drifting, he manages to get ahead. You can see, really, how bad this drifting is around those turns in particular. At the time of me recording this video, the Munich update should be coming out to Asphalt 8 in the next few days. And if you guys haven't seen the trailer yet on the Asphalt channel, go check it out. It looks to be a really cool track, and I am very excited for it. And I will likely make a video about the new cars in the update and their stats. So here, I decided to take the left route, which a lot of people have said is better in cars that drift badly. And this is most certainly one of them. And I found that, yes, it is actually faster in a car like this. There are only 2 turns you really have to make it around, that are sharp anyway, and even this car seems to make it around them decently well. If you don't go up that jump at the end, it'd probably be faster going to the left, but I still think even doing that, it's faster going that way than going to the right in this car. So we got beat by a slightly higher Vulcan and an Aventador that was 110 above me. Yeah, matchmaking isn't that great at this rank. It's best to stay below 1660 if you're not risking points. Now, risking points, you can probably go up to near 1700 without worrying about facing a bunch of Max Pro'd cars. But if you're free racing, as I was doing in this car, because it's not all that great and I didn't want to lose rating, matchmaking can be quite bad. Because risking points actually does just the opposite of what it says. While it says you'll face stronger opponents, it actually improves the matchmaking and makes you face weaker opponents oftentimes, whereas the normal matchmaking makes you face very strong opponents. So it's completely switched as to what the game makes it seem like. And I'm not sure if that's a bug or that's intentional, but it's very weird. So coming up here is the place where you can choose either to go left or right. As I think I've said in previous videos, going to the left is better in cars like this one that do not have as good of drifting. And interesting fact, that car right ahead of me is that Aventador that is 110 above me, and he's not actually getting that far ahead. And for some reason my car randomly barrel rolled there. I did not quite figure out why. Here, I somehow managed to pass that MP425 at the last second and finish 4th. But I did finish ahead of a higher ranked MP425, which is pretty neat. And of course the Aventador and Vulcan won. Now for a third race, which again has another Vulcan in it, and 2 Camaros, which I actually managed to knock down both of at the very beginning. Somehow, because it's rare that you're able to knock down 2 cars at the beginning of a race, because it is not nearly as easy to get a knockdown in multiplayer as it is in cups or anything that's not multiplayer really. And here is more proof of the extremely wide drifting radius. Now, the only reason I was able to get around those as well as I did because I started drifting very early. You have to do that in cars like this one and the Camaro. And as you can see here, I am faster than this MP48 because I am pulling quite quickly away from him, actually. Now, that other car catching up from behind is a Camaro SS. Actually, a Max Prod Camaro SS, which is 93 rank above me, I want to say. Again, this is because of bad matchmaking. And he is catching up very fast. And coming up here, I'm surprised I did not get knocked down right before the jump, but I hit him in midair, and this is one of the slowest flat spins that I have ever done. Now, races like this one and those others with that crazy high-ranked Aventador just go to show that you should not tune cars above 1660 or 1670 without making sure to always risk points. And now we come to the turns of doom yet again. Even with my super early drifting, it's still just so wide that I hit the corner on almost every single one. This car takes a very long time to get used to its extremely bad drifting, which is one reason I think why it's gotten a reputation for being one of the worst cars in the game. It's really not, it's just that one trait that is so bad. So about the Munich update, there have been 3 new cars that have been revealed: the Honda Civic Type R, a McLaren race car, and the Aranera Hacera GT. I probably will be making a video about those 3 cars, their stats, and what I think of them. The reason I've been waiting is because there are at least 2 new other bikes, I think they're bikes, that have not been revealed yet. And so I was waiting for information on those, but in Asphalt's live stream earlier today, they said they were not going to be revealed till the update, so I'll probably just go ahead and make the video. So that was a lower ranked Aston Martin, who obviously didn't risk points because he got that Max Prod Camaro, but we did beat a Prod MP48 and another Camaro. So now for our final race, which takes place on Alps against an MP431 and 2 MP425s. And even that Max Prod Sesto Elemento back there starts up slower than I do, even though I have 0 acceleration upgrades. This means that this car probably accelerates extremely quickly when Max Prod, and I think it does because I played it in a cup some time ago, Earth Day Cup I think it was, and I didn't find it all that bad, so it went on sale and I decided to buy it and make a multiplayer video out of it because not many people had done that. Probably because it isn't all that great of a multiplayer car. So my general consensus is, as I just said, it's not that great in multiplayer. However, it is still decent. As you saw earlier in the video, I beat an MP425 because he wrecked, and here I am beating another MP425 because he wrecked. You can beat them if they make just one mistake. So I would say this car is worth it if you got it on sale. If you didn't get it on sale, I would not recommend to buy it just because it's not all that useful for anything, even though it is an okay car. Thank you all for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Asphalt 8 videos, and I will see you later. Goodbye.